Hello, I am your RusAme reader, Crowsong, and welcome to the BINGE compilation for Blind Date. Now, I'm not sure what you're going to use this for, background noise maybe, but here is the BINGE compilation for this lovely story. I hope you enjoy. Chapter 1: New Day, New School. Some people think blind people only see in black or white. That's not true. Some blind people only see foggy blurs. Others can see the difference between light and shadow. For example, say there's a big window and the sun is right behind it. The person can tell the light is coming from there, and if a person stood in front of the window, the person would be able to tell that there is a shadow in front of the light source. I don't have either of these. I can see literally nothing. Close your left eye. Keep the other one open. What can you see looking through your left eye? Not an eyelid, not black, not white, literally nothing. I've been this way all my life, so if someone tells me a shape, I can't imagine it. Tell me a red oval with wisps of green, and my brain gives me nothing. How can you imagine something you've never seen before? I groan as I feel Nada throw a pillow on me. May, get up. It's our first day of school. I carefully placed my foot down. I have to be extra careful this month. That is, until I memorize the new house's structure. I get up, grabbing my trusty walking stick and moving forward. I walk until I find my closet. I bend down, finger the braille labels on my clothes cubbies. Blue jeans. I take one and search for a black shirt until I feel its label. Black shirts. I pull on the shirt and jeans, putting on a pair of black fingerless gloves, and what I think is black Converse. I put on my signature sunglasses and smile. Wait, it's cold. I grab my favorite hoodie. Mama says it is pastel yellow, whatever that is. I carefully head downstairs and follow the smell of pancakes to what I assume is the kitchen. Morning, America. I feel my mom walk up to me and kiss my head. Morning, Mama. I suddenly feel someone smooth out my hair. America, let me fix this bird's nest. I sigh with a chuckle. Morning to you too, Dad. I feel small arms wrap around my waist and another pair my chest. 2 hugs. Morning, Ozzy and Kiwi. How was your sleep? I had a funny dream, but I can't remember what it was. Does that happen to you? I think for a moment. Yes, it does. I say this to not make Kiwi feel alone, but it does happen. We ate a quick breakfast and rush out the door. Kinda. I bumped into it, but you heard nothing. Mom drives me and Nada to school. I think I'll be fine, right? Have a good day at school, my doves. I nod and open the door. Oh, and May? Your teachers know about your sight, so you don't have to tell them. I nod and flash her a smile. I like it when people don't call it a disability. Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I'm useless. I can even use a phone. With help from voice commands and Siri. But still. I walk along the halls until I bump into this really tall and strong dude. Like, what do they feed you? Watch where you're going, a voice snarls. I smile to myself and look towards the voice. Oh, sorry, man. I guess I need to look where I'm going. As if I actually could. He huffs, and I feel a tiny breeze. He's holding out his hand. I take it and act like nothing happened. Sorry again, I'm pretty clumsy. Whatever. I guess the dude walked away. Suddenly I hear, "How did you do that?" Do what? How are you not dead after bumping into him? I look towards the voice. It sounds like an anime girl. Why? He seemed like a nice guy. My name's Japan. That guy was Russia. I'm assuming you're new? I nod. Yep, I'm America. You can call me Ame for short. She makes a weird squeal. You are so cute, and Russia is like the toughest guy out there. Yesterday, he beat the crap out of Mexico because he accidentally tripped over Russia. I groan. Russia's that mean and cold? Yep, why? Darn it, he'll probably beat me up later then. Nothing. She grabbed my schedule from my hands and read it. Okay, so we have 1st, 4th, 6th, and 7th period together. And lunch! She hands the paper back to me, and I smile. Hey, Ame? Yeah? What's your favorite color? I ponder for a minute and decide to lie because, yes. Pastel yellow. You? Red is my favorite. It means romance, courage, victory. Huh. That's really cool. I feel a tap on my shoulder and turn towards it. Hello, America. I am UN. I will guide you throughout the school until you can navigate through it. I nod as I hear Japan skip away, then motion for UN to bend down. I feel him do so. Please don't tell anyone I'm blind. Tell the other teachers that too, please. UN nods in understanding. Don't worry, your parents already made sure we wouldn't announce anything. I sigh in relief. That's good to hear. I hate being treated differently. I walked into my first period and my teacher moves me aside. Okay, so the teachers are going to have you carry this around. I'm handed a smooth metal box. You have to record parts where we take notes so that you can make some at home. Your father says that you were taught how to write. Is that true? I nod and pull out a notebook. The lines aren't flat. That way I can write fine. The real notes will be recorded and the notebook will be used as to not draw suspicion. I can have someone read my homework to me. I can still answer it. I sat down and waited. The bell rang and the teacher got up, when suddenly the doors burst open. Russia, mind telling me why you're late? I see. Fate is cruel. Chapter 2. Introductions. I was in the bathroom. I feel small vibrations and can hear someone walk towards my left. Shoot, he sits right next to me. He huffs and turns towards me, so I respond in kind, turning towards him and waving. I think he's glaring at me. Hello. I'm America. You can call me Ame for short. He lets out a small growl. We are not going to be friends, Ame. I nod, still smiling. And that's fine. We don't have to be. You can be this tough kid everyone fears. That's fine. But being lonely sucks. But you do what you like. I start turning away when I hear a faint whisper. My name's Russia. I turn back to him and nod. That's a good name. It fits you. He sits back in silent shock. I listen to the other students mumble. How'd that new kid do that? How is he not dead? Is this the end of the world? I sigh and turn towards Russia again. Sorry, now everyone's whispering. He I don't know, rolled his eyes? Looked away? I really don't know. Whatever. I hear his chair shuffle. Why do you wear sunglasses? That's a good question. I just like them. Russia nodded and huffed. Does it make you feel safe or whatever weak thing? Why? Do you think sadness and fear are weak? That reminds me of this quote. People cry not because they are weak, but because they have been strong for too long. Johnny Depp. Except for babies. They cry because what else can they do? I hear Russia suppress a snicker. So, crying isn't weak? I make a face as if I have been insulted. Dude, no! It's a way for our brains to flush out the negativity we have. He hums as the teacher starts talking. Fair enough, I guess. I hear the words, take out your notes, and do just that. Kind of. I start recording and write down what she's saying. I listen closely to make sure I write it down correctly. When class is over, everyone rushes out the door. I pack up and get out of my chair, ready to leave. Hey, am I invisible to you or something? I blink. Russia's still here. Huh. Oof, sorry man. Let's go then. Wait, you idiot, watch out! Ow. I hear the jerk behind me chuckle. America, are you okay? I feel UN help me up. Russia standing beside me. What's he doing with UMA? He's leading me through the school until I can get around fine. He huffs. I can do it. We have the same schedule. UN claps his hands together. Okay, then. Russia, you can lead him around. Did you snatch my schedule? How else would he know that we have the same classes? Yes. Got a problem with that? No. But I have to warn you. Japan has made herself my friend. He snarls. Poor Japan. Russia's POV. I don't know why, but this new kid makes my anger go away. I want to make him happy, and for some reason, when he said sadness and fear weren't a weakness, I didn't feel mad. I felt like he was right. Maybe it has to do with his soft, fluffy hair, or the way he smiles. Maybe it's the way he somehow understands how you feel. Stop it, Russia. He seems really clumsy, proven by how he bumped into me, door frame, a pole, Japan. Wait, is that little bugger here already? I glare at her and watch as she shrinks beneath my gaze. Why do I feel the need to make her go away? Amei seems unfazed. Hello, Japan. I hope you don't mind Russia. UN told him he can lead me around since we have all the same classes. She leans in towards him. How are you not dead? She looks up at me. No offense. I don't feel as much hate. None taken. Thanks. Japan thinks for a minute. What's your favorite color? Mine is red for its many meanings. Amei's is pastel yellow, like his cute hoodie. I stare at him for a moment and steer him away from a locker. Amei, you almost crashed into a locker. My favorite color is light blue. Amei looks up at me. What's your favorite thing to feel? I like fuzzy, soft things. Japan bounced up and down. I like slightly bumpy things, like bubble wrap. I pause and think for a moment. I like smooth, soft things, like a balloon, without the rubbery feeling. Do I have friends now? Chapter 3. P.E. Japan's POV. I think, no. I know Russia loves a May. Yee! It's so cute! I need to make it clear I am not interested in a May. Ahem. So, are any of you dating? Don't look at me like that. I am not hitting on you two. I have a boyfriend. He is so sweet. What? I do. South Korea. I took out my phone and showed them a picture of him happily. Huh, you do. Nice picture? Amay didn't seem to respond immediately. Yeah, cute picture. Amay ponders for a moment. Nope, I haven't found a worthy boy for me yet. My dad's words exactly are, if the boy isn't worthy, they're gonna lose their kneecaps. I laugh and am amazed to see Russia chuckling. So you're gay? He nodded. Is that okay with you two? I nod. Why not? Russia seems hopeful. I am also gay, so you're good. He smiled in relief. Aw, Russia's glad he's gay. My heart! We walk into our second period, PE. I skip away towards the girls' locker room. There are different locker rooms for each gender, but we all share the huge gym. I'll see them after I change. America's POV. I'm glad they don't mind I'm gay. I let Russia lead me to the boys' locker room. The coach hands me my clothes and I sit on one of the benches next to Russia. I quickly change, feeling the paper tags and their shapes. Then I put on my sneakers and slip my shades into my hoodie's pocket, which I leave on the bench. My arms feel a bit cool without the hoodie sleeves covering it. Then I walk over with Russia and line up with him. I can tell Japan is in our group. It could be the fact that she's cheering in my ear, but who knows? Today we'll be playing dodgeball. I immediately inwardly groan. This isn't going to be easy. Then I notice Russia and Japan are getting excited about my face. Oh my gosh, you took off your glasses. Your eyes are so kawaii! Huh, so that's what you look like. I chuckle. Guys, the game's about to start. I hear a sharp whistle tweet and start trying to dodge by listening to the way everyone's sneakers squeaked. If they ran, I would dodge. If not, I could tell where they were. Russia was killing it. He had struck out 5 kids already. And apparently Japan is really good at dodging. Though that could be the fact that she apparently has real cat ears. And a tail. I hear a sharp squeak, but before I can run, I hear a loud, "Eat this, new kid!" I feel the air whoosh towards me, so I reach out my hands and catch the ball. China, you're out. He sounds genuinely surprised that I can play. I mean, I get it, but ouch. I have brothers. I've played with rubber balls before. Soon enough, the game is over and we head off to change. Amay, that was great. How did you catch the ball that fast? I smile and shrug. I have 3 younger brothers. We love playing and fooling around. So I guess it paid off. Is Russia actually proud of me? Chapter 4. 7th period sucks. America's POV. Soon it was 7th period. I felt content that 1, none of the students know I'm blind. 2, I somehow pulled it off. And 3, I have friends now. You know, honestly, you guys are my first friends ever. They seemed surprised. But Amay, you seem so sweet and cute. How do you not have friends yet? People didn't like the fact that I was gay, and they bullied me for it. They also bullied my younger brothers, purely because we're related. As a result, we moved. They were silent for a moment. That's stupid. The bullying and judging, I mean. I can only assume that Japan nodded at that. Yeah, you are kind, and despite the fact that you sometimes seem distant, you're really good at giving advice. I smiled at that. I didn't mind the insults, but they kept vandalizing my things and bothering my brothers. But thanks, guys. We walked into English class. Kinda. I tripped on my way in. May, are you okay? How are you so clumsy? I felt both of my friends lift me back onto my feet. I have no idea. I felt someone shove me back into Japan as Russia growled. Watch it, China. She started talking. It was not pleasant. Too flirty. Oh, I'm sorry, Russia, but I couldn't let this thing infect you. He's only using you for protection. Japan hissed at that comment. That is not true. May is a very kind person. I sighed. Look, China, if I'm using Russia, then how come I still managed to get hurt and shoved by you? I turned towards my desk and huff. Learn to lie better first. You aren't the first jerk I've encountered. I sit down and listen as Japan and Russia sit behind and beside me. Sadly, I heard China sit in front of me. Not even 10 minutes into the class, I heard her start shrieking. Mr. Grease, America pulled my hair. She started fake whimpering. Liar! A May wouldn't hurt another person. You little! I patted Russia's shoulder, since his voice came from the left. It's okay, I can prove I'm not guilty. I was writing down notes the whole time. I lifted up my page of notes. Besides, the teacher knows I'm blind. Mr. Grease started lecturing China. China, don't lie to my face. You have 5 more homework questions. I smiled triumphantly. Then I hear a male's voice. Ugh, the new kid gets on my nerves, I swear. I turned to the voice, smiling. It's not my fault that she can't lie properly. Japan and Russia chuckle at that. I sigh in my head. I am such a selfish show-off. Russia's POV. I hate China. She thinks that we're meant to be or something. Annoying. I felt a sense of pride when May got her busted. I wonder what this feeling is. I write down my phone number and name on 2 slips of paper and silently pass them to May and Japan. Japan follows and passes me and May her phone number. May sits still, carefully slipping the pieces of paper into his pocket. That way we can keep in contact with each other. May, aren't you going to give us your number? Japan whispers. May freezes momentarily. I'll text you guys saying it's me. My phone is on 5% and I don't want it to die. We nodded in understanding. It makes sense. As soon as I got home, I received a text from an unknown number. Unknown number 1. Hey, it's me, May. Unknown number 2. And Japan. I smiled and texted back right away. Me. Oh, hey guys. Unknown number 1 changed name to Burger Boy. Unknown number 2 changed name to Nico Ni. Me changed name to Ushanka. Nico Ni. You are an Ushanka lover. Why do you always wear that anyway? Burger Boy. Is it soft? Ushanka. It was a gift from my dad, and yes, it is soft. Be right back. My annoying little brother is screeching like a siren. Burger Boy. Lol. I glared at Ukraine. What Ukraine? Who's making my big, cold-hearted brother smile? I rolled my eyes at that. I have friends. He gasped. You have friends? I slammed my door and sat down. I guess I do have friends now. Chapter 5. Friends. America's POV. I used my phone's special editions to read the texts out loud to me while I typed using voice commands. Unknown number 2 changed name to Ushanka. I laughed out loud at that. Nico Nee texted, You are an Ushanka lover. Why do you always wear that anyway? Text capital I, lowercase s, space, lowercase I, lowercase t, space, lowercase s, lowercase o, lowercase f, lowercase t. Question mark. Send. Ushanka texted, It was a gift from my dad, and yes, it is soft. I smiled at that. Ushanka texted, Be right back. My annoying little brother is screeching like a siren. I chuckled at that. Text capital L, capital O, capital L. Send. I huff. It's annoying to text, but I don't want to be suspicious. They can't know how useless and defenseless I really am. Ushanka texted, Can I talk with Japan real quick? I'll make it up to you by making a group call if you like. My smile widened at that. Text capital S, lowercase u, lowercase r, lowercase e. Send. I prefer to call anyway. They're probably going to talk about how stupid and annoying I am. No, I may. Stay positive. Japan's POV. Burger Boy. Sure. I lightly tapped my chin. What could Russia want with me? We moved to a private chat with just the two of us. Nico Nee. What's up? Ushanka. You're good with feelings, right? Nico Nee. Yep. Ushanka. I know I normally act mean and cold, but you guys really aren't that bad. Anyway, I feel really queasy, but in a good way, around May. Like, I want to protect him no matter what, and I can't stand the thought of him being with someone else. Nico Nee. Oh my god, you have a crush on May. Ushanka. No! Nico Nee. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I ship it. Ushanka. I'm just gonna start that group call now. I huffed and started the call. This isn't the end of our little chat. America's POV. Accept call. Hi, May. Hey, Russia. Hey, May and Japan. Hey, Russia, what's the background noise? I listened closer, hearing the faint screeches and a deep voice. Nothing. Lies. Who is it? Suddenly I hear, Russia, who are you calling? No one, father. Papa, Russia said he made friends. Yuki, you snitch! I hear shuffling and a snicker. Is it a bad time? Suddenly a deep voice answers. No, please switch on your cameras so I can make sure you are kids. Sure. I whispered to my phone, telling it to turn on the camera. Ah, you are Japan, correct? Yes, USSR, sir. And you look new. Who are you? My name is America. Nice to meet you. You look nice. I assume his camera is on. Please tell me it's on. Thank you. Russia, he seems like a keeper, huh? I blink. What did he mean by that? Dad, stop it! I laugh quietly at the commotion. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Dinner is almost ready. Aw, see you tomorrow, May. Bye, May. Goodbye, America. I huff after my phone tells me the call has ended. I turned off my phone and waited for Canada to come barging in. May, time for dinner, come on! I get up and carefully head downstairs, counting the steps as I head down. I'm down. If I remember correctly from this morning, the kitchen is to the right, and then a sharp left. Yeah, that's it. I walk towards the kitchen, bumping into a wall, or 3. But I made it. America, how was school? Good, I hope. I grin, excited, as I find my way to an empty seat. Yes, as soon as I walked in, I bumped into this kid, and he wasn't that mad either. His name is Russia. I hear Canada spit something out at that. And I met this girl named Japan. Also, Russia decided to lead me around the school instead of UN, since we have all the same classes. And then at PE, we all played dodgeball, and the 3 of us were on the same team. This girl, who is a huge jerk, threw a ball at me, and I caught it. I feel hot steam rush towards my face as a plate of food is put in front of me. And then we exchanged numbers, and Russia's dad said I was a good kid, since he snatched Russia's phone while we were on a group call. And they don't know how weak I really am. That's great, honey. Sounds like you've had an eventful day. Wait. Did you say Russia, as in the Ice Prince? He wasn't cold with me, but, sure. Is Russia really that different around me in Japan? Chapter 6. Try me. America's POV. May, get up! Wait, I have friends now. I spring upwards, smiling like an idiot, though I quickly have to steady myself and be careful on my way to the closet. Once I reach the closet, I search for black jeans and a light blue shirt. I slip them on, not using any accessories like I did yesterday. Yeah, the gloves were probably a bit much. I tie my hoodie around my waist and put on my sunglasses, like always. I put on my socks and some shoes that were in my black shoes cubby. I think these are Skechers. I smooth out my hair and feel satisfied. As I head downstairs, I can hear the sound of eggs sizzling and the toaster humming. I make my way to the kitchen, only tripping on one of Kiwi's toy cars. I think I navigated well enough. I quickly eat my food after saying good morning, then rush up the stairs to the bathroom to search for my toothbrush. Where did I leave it last night? Oh! I brush my teeth, then head downstairs. Sort of. I tripped down the first 10 steps, but you know nothing. Someone's excited about school. I smile and nod excitedly. Yep, who's driving? I feel Dad lead me towards the car. I'll drop you and Canada off at school. Mama will drop off Kiwi and Aussie, alright? Sure, Dad, let's go. As soon as we arrive, I rush out of the car, throwing a quick I love you, then speed walking to the school entrance. until I crashed into a person. Ow. Sorry. I am super clumsy. Stupid. May, it's me. Hi. I blinked behind my shades. Oh, hi, Japan. She giggled as I heard a familiar set of footsteps. May, how are you so clumsy? I shrugged playfully as Russia helped me up. Dunno, it's a curse, I guess. We laughed, but as soon as it stopped, I felt stares. What? Russia barked. Only whimpers answered his question. Yeah, what are you guys looking at? Japan demanded. Why are you three all buddy-buddy, but you aren't even nice? I assume they mean Russia. This is my fault. Because I am. I felt Russia and Japan grab my arms, dragging me away. Guys, I can walk. Japan sighs. We don't want you to feel unwelcomed, so we keep forgetting not to baby you. Sorry. I smiled gently, understanding the sentiment. It's okay, I understand. I don't want to get beat up either. Oops, I haven't told them about that yet, have I? You used to get what? They both shout. I give them a nervous laugh. Yeah, I used to get beat up. But don't worry, I'm fine. Promise. I have no idea if they were even listening. But, oh well. Okay, May, we trust you. Ah, so they were listening. Sorry, I somehow brought unwanted attention to Russia. It's fine. We're friends, aren't we? I grin at the fact that he said it out loud with no intentions of hiding it. Wait, you guys baby me? Of course. Weak. Well, yeah? Well, I call it caring, but Japan can call it whatever. I nod slowly. I didn't notice. My parents treat me like that, so I guess it wasn't something to note. Russia and I part ways with Japan and keep walking to first period. Well, if it isn't Russia's little shadow. I sit down and wait for the fight to happen, but nothing does. What are you, mute too? Oh. Oh, you were talking to me? Sorry, what did you say? I hear an angry huff next to me. Russia, I guess. Aw, how cute. The baby's got Russia as his guard dog. I frown slightly. Oh? He's a dog now too. You know, dog isn't really a creative insult. And why is it an insult anyway? Dogs can be dangerous, strong, brave, loyal, caring, hardy, and more. I hear murmurs of agreement around me. Wish I could see who said what. I am such a useless idiot. Chapter 7. Admit it, you gay. Russia's POV. First period went by quickly, probably because Japan's words kept rushing through my head. Oh my god, you have a crush on May. Nope. He is just a friend. I can't like him. What if he doesn't feel the same? He's not gonna want to be friends anymore. Russia, he seems like a keeper, huh? Even my father thinks I like May. No, I do not. Even though he's cute and soft and fluffy and sweet. and hates math with a passion. And I definitely don't like the way he knows what to say, or his stupid sunglasses, or his foggy pearl white eyes, or his small laugh, or his bright smile. What am I thinking? Russia? I look up at May. He's standing by his desk with his pastel yellow backpack over his shoulder and that cute pastel yellow hoodie tied around his waist. I blush and hope that he can't see it through his shades. He waits for an answer and sighs, about to leave. Sorry, May, I was distracted. He jumps slightly. Oh, come on then. As soon as we walk out of class, a white and red blur comes out of nowhere and latches onto us. May speaks. Oh, hi, Japan. She chuckles and starts walking with us to the gym. Hello, May. Hello, Russia. I nod as a hello and then adjust my hat. Then I get an idea. I pick up my ushanka and drop it on May's head. It's a little too big for him. Oh, it's so soft. He snuggles into it and my face grows redder. You asked if my ushanka was soft, so... Japan is squealing and giving me a look. May takes off the hat and shoves it into my chest. Here you go. I stare at him for a minute. He acts strange, but he would tell us if he thought we needed to know something, so I ignore it. We make it to the gym and rush towards our spots. May finished changing first, putting his shades in his hoodie pocket, then putting on his shoes. We meet up with Japan in the gym and get ready for today's activity. I keep thinking back on what my father in Japan told me. I have a crush on May, don't I? Before we get into this chapter, there is a warning from the author that this chapter is angsty, more so than usual. So, if you have an adverse reaction to angst, you may want to sit this chapter out. Now, on to chapter 8. Frustrating. America's POV. We headed into the gym, but as soon as I set foot in, I got shoved. I fell down hard on my arm. Russia pulled me up and snarled at whoever did that. I hear the same flirty voice from earlier. Oh, sorry, Russia, but you need to see that he is using you. He doesn't really want to be your friend. I feel someone skipping over and instantly know it's Japan. Leave May alone. You're just jealous. Russia hates you. I sigh and lightly rub the arm I fell onto. I wish I could see. I wish people were nicer. I wish people didn't take what they have for granted. I wish for so many things. I don't bother facing China and just stare wherever and start speaking. Listen here, China. If Russia wants to believe you, then so be it. If not, boo-hoo. Pray yourself a river, build yourself a bridge, and you'll swan dive off of it. I cross my arms and look towards my friends. If you believe her, then go. I feel Japan hug me. Never shall I surrender to evil. It's not plus ultra. I smile softly. Russia puts his hand on my shoulder. Why would I side with a rat? I wish I could see China's face. I wish I could see whatever pastel yellow is. Or what my family looks like. Or what does red look like? What is even red? Hey, May, are you there? I blink and slowly look up at my friends. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Yeah, I was thinking about how being blind sucks. I hate this. I hate not being able to tell what I eat. I hate not seeing if someone is listening to me or not. What do I look like? I can literally be standing and someone could just sneak up on me. I'm weak, defenseless, useless. I can't do anything right. I close my eyes and breathe. Not today, not in front of my friends. I tune in and listen to them argue. But think about it. If I slap myself and it hurts, then I'm strong. No, you bland! You are weak because you cannot even go against yourself. I hear a bit of silence. What do you think, Ame? You are an idiot. Why were you hitting yourself in the first place? I only hear silence. Are they even there, or did they walk off and escape my worthlessness? You have a point there. I sigh in relief. They were listening. I feel Japan put her arm around me. Hey, Ame, are you feeling alright? Something's bothering you, isn't it? Yes, but I can't tell you about it. I think they're staring at me. My heart sinks. I wish I could see their faces. Or the sky, or colors, faces too. I wish I could see my favorite things. Is that too much to ask? To see for at least one day? An hour? May, we can't help you if you don't tell us. I feel fuzzy when Russia says this. He cares about me. My heart flutters at the thought. If I tell you, will you treat me any differently than if I didn't? Honestly, it depends. We will see you the same, but we will know how to help you with whatever is wrong. I feel like throwing rainbows, whatever those look like. I sigh. I don't want to tell them here at school, especially not in the bleachers at gym. I'll tell you after school. I'll give you guys my address. I think they nodded. I want to see them so bad. I can make it. Can you, Russia? I hear nothing. He either nodded or shook his head. It's settled then. Ame, tell us your address and I'll write it down for Russia and I. I nod and tell her my address. Soon the coach yells at us to head back to the locker rooms. I change quickly, but can't find my hoodie. Russia, where is my hoodie? I listened to him shuffle things around. Looking for this? Russia growls at that. Give it back, North Korea. I turn to North, upset. Just give it back. It's worthless to you. Besides, if you dump it somewhere, I'll buy a new one and report you. I hold my hand towards him. Just hand it over. I sound bored, but I'm actually really desperate. I love that hoodie, and my shades are in the pockets. I feel the thing hit my face. The sunglasses smack my forehead. I don't say a word. I just tie the hoodie around my waist and put my glasses on. I don't have time for this. I grab my bag and leave, Russia following behind. Soon, Japan joins us and asks what happened. Russia explains since I don't want to talk about it. I hate this so much. Chapter 9. Confessions are rough. Japan's POV. After PE, time seemed so much slower than it had before. I knew Ame was always distant, but today he had been gloomy every time he stared off into space. I sigh, looking down, my ears drooping, my tail dropping. I glance up at Russia. Poor Russia. He feels crushed. Something's wrong with Ame. Ame is between us, lost in thought, wearing the same distressed face. Suddenly, he trips into a locker and falls, but he just sits there. Russia immediately helps him up. Ame, why are you only going to tell us after school? Why not now? It's personal. Promise you won't treat me differently after I tell you? We hug him and I huff. No, Ame, I wouldn't ever want to do that. I nod softly. I swear on all of my Naruto merch that I wouldn't treat you any less. He smiles softly at that. I wish I could make him feel so much better. Russia's POV. Finally, after a ridiculously long day at school, we met up with May. But when we got there, he was being trash-talked by China again. China, leave him alone. Japan walks up to China, and to everyone's shock, and I swear I'm not high, Japan freaking bitch slapped China. May looks startled by the noise of a slap and stares wide-eyed. Did Japan just slap China? I start laughing. May, Japan bitch slapped China. May starts giggling as a teary-eyed China scurries away. Japan huffs and we wait for May's dad. A nice-looking white car pulls up and I see Canada get into it. May goes up to it. Dad, my friends are coming. Is that okay? His dad is beaming at us. Of course. We get in and sit with May and Canada. As soon as we arrived at his house, we get dragged inside and his mom greets us. Mama, these are my friends, and we're going upstairs. She nods. Oh, America. Australia and Kiwi are at a friend's house, so don't worry if you can't find them. Japan and I make it upstairs quickly, but America takes his time to place his foot down. He then leads us up to his room, bumping into a corner on the way. We placed our bags down and look up at him. Spill the tea, May, Japan shouts. I shake my head at her antics and look up at May. He seems very nervous. Well, America's POV. This is so much harder than I thought. They're gonna see me different, aren't they? They're gonna know how weak and useless and... I swear on all my Naruto merch that I won't treat you any less, Japan promised. No, May, I wouldn't want to ever do that. I take in a deep breath. In all honesty, I have no idea if you guys are even listening. I have no clue what red is or what a circle is. I don't even know what I look like. In fact, I don't know what anything looks like. I'm actually blind. I wait in the silence and sigh. Suddenly, I feel two sets of arms squeezing me in a tight hug. May, why didn't you tell us sooner? Is this why you were sad? I feel tears fill my eyes as I sniff. I thought you guys were going to see how weak and useless I actually am. Way to make yourself seem weak, May. May, you are not useless. May, it's okay if you're blind. Now we can help you better. I smile and wipe the tears from my eyes. I think this is what Mama calls true friends. On to Chapter 10. A little help won't hurt. America's POV. I know I shouldn't be nervous about seeing my friends again after telling them about my troublesome sense. And yet I am. They're gonna treat me differently, not as a different person, but to help me. Either way, I hate it. It proves that I really am weak. I hate this. Not being able to do anything 100% on your own is harsh. No, May, stay positive. Now you have no secrets. They are your true friends. After my confession, we decided to go to a mall to clear any negativity. I decide to wear my hoodie and walk off with my friends since it's not far. Russia and Japan have made it their priority to keep an open mind around me. It's sweet, and I don't mind them helping me not be such a klutz, but I feel a little left out. Time for a little dark humor. Hey guys. Yes, May? I look upwards. What color is the sky? Blue. I hum. Welp, now I feel silly. I don't even know what blue is. I laugh giddily while my friends gawk at me. I laugh harder as soon as I realize Russia is wheezing next to me. I feel warmth spread across my face, and my heart flutters as he speaks. May, I didn't know you made such good jokes. Japan started chuckling. Sorry, May, it's just that you surprised us. Now that we know you hate being treated with pity, we won't do that. But you can't stop us from preventing wall or fall damage. I laugh harder. I remember when I first met Russia and crashed into him, and this boy really said, "Watch where you're going." Russia groans in embarrassment at that. So that's why you smiled so cheekily. I feel happy right now. So happy that a rude little voice is nowhere to be found. We finally make it to the mall and walk in. Japan seems extra giddy. I even made Russia laugh, and as a bonus, they made sure I won't crash into anything. I guess a little help isn't as bad as I thought. Chapter 11. Stupid Karen. May seemed really happy. We were popping a couple of dark jokes here and there. May really wanted to go into the Target section for some reason, so we went. This boy really said, "Yes! Target is mwah, beautiful." He grabbed some random toys, and Japan did the same. After we bought the stupid toys, I decided to treat them and myself to some ice cream. May was busy hugging a Pikachu plush he got and paid no mind to where I was leading him. Japan was just happy to get ice cream. "Hey, Japan." I looked over at May as he spoke. "Yes, May?" He tried shoving the Pikachu plush into her arms. "What Pokemon is this?" We were in front of the ice cream shop before Japan could answer May's question. An agitated-looking lady stomped up to him. "You boys these days are so lazy, making ladies do all the work for you. There's a tag on the toy. Read it yourself." "Ma'am, I'm blind." "It's bad enough to make a girl do your bidding. Now you're lying too? Take off those sunglasses. There are people who are actually blind." I felt anger boil inside me. "Ma'am, he is actually blind." She rolled her eyes. "No, he isn't. He's clearly using you two." Japan's cheeks were bright red. "He is a great friend. Even his parents told us he was born blind. You're making him feel bad, and that is just rude." We started bickering more with the stubborn lady. America's POV. I hate this. I hate all the shouting. My ears hurt. Maybe if you weren't so weak. No, Rush doesn't think I'm weak. You are weak. Japan told off the lady and called me a great friend. They are defending me. They care. I huffed, the stupid voice always putting me down. I'm sick of this nonsense. I am tired of the same dark voice whispering into my conscience, and I want this lady to shut up. Why is it so hard to be optimistic? Why can't I just say, "What a beautiful day," without people putting me down? Why do I still try to be positive? Yeah, I know, you no-good demon spawn of a voice. I'm just gonna ignore you. I listen to my friends and remember all of the people who I've had a good impact on. I make people feel better. That is why I look for the good things. I take a deep breath and think of what I'm happy for. A warm blanket, shoes on my feet, Kiwi and Ozzy's small hugs, Canada's stories, Mama's cookies, Dad's caring hair ruffles, Russia being my everything, Japan for being so sweet, soft things to hug, roses and their sweet, delicate petals. I sigh in content. If only they didn't have those stabby, angry thorns. Come on, guys. Let's just get ice cream. If she wants to believe that I can see, then I guess she wants to believe things that are impossible. I guess I can see now. The world still looks blank though. The yells lower and Russia chuckles as he leads me into the shop with Japan at my side. Pikachu. I stare at Japan. What? The Pokemon plush is a Pikachu. I gasp softly and hug the plush. I forgot I asked you that. Russia taps me. What ice cream flavor? Japan hums. Rocky Road. I think for a moment. Blue Moon. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure gonna pretend I do. Russia speaks up. 1 Rocky Road, 1 Blue Moon, and 1 buttered pecan, please. Cone for me and the girl, and a medium cup for him. I waited happily for my ice cream. The lady wasn't nice, but at least I have my friends. And whatever Blue Moon ice cream is. Chapter 12. Yuki, you snitch. Japan's POV. After a nice time hanging out, we all headed home. But since it was Friday, we decided to hang out tomorrow as well. I think May's parents like that he's going out with friends. I guess I understand why, because he did say he was bullied really badly. I open the door and greet my mother. Mom, I'm home! I walk into the kitchen and spot her. Hello, Japan. How was the time with your friends? I smile and sit down. Well, we went to a nearby mall and got this really cute Eevee plush. Then Russia took me and May to get ice cream. But then there was this rude lady who was super mean to May, even though he didn't do anything wrong. Those people just want to cause a fuss. I hate them too. I nod and then tell my mom that I'd be heading upstairs and I'd go to my room. Once I get there, I can't help but wonder how May is taking this. Russia's POV. I huff and sit down roughly on the couch. Not even 1 freaking second after I'm surrounded by siblings. What do you want? They all either look smug or excited. Shoot. How was your date? I stare at Kali and huff. I was hanging out with May and Japan, and not on a date. It went fine except for some stupid Karen who was annoying. Yuki smirks. I bet you wish it was just you and May. I roll my eyes. He's right, but he can't know that. So what if I do? It doesn't matter. Oh shoot, I said that out loud, didn't I? I watch Yuki grin before he's turning around and screaming. Father! Russia says that he does like... I knock him over and cover his mouth. Yuki, you snitch! I feel something wet and gross on my hand, pulling it away with a yelp. Yuki, did you just lick my hand? Father! Russia likes a boy and his name is May. Yuki, you traitor! We turn towards the stairway, and lo and behold, my father is just standing there with a smile. Dang nabbit! What is this about a crush, Russia? Oh, nothing. Just something Yuki is doing to tease me. Lies, I want details. And then I watch as my father sits down on the floor and waits. Chapter 13. Another embarrassing confession. Russia's POV. Yuki just had to snitch, didn't he? I look at my siblings and father, all sitting down, awaiting my response. I sigh. Yes, I have a crush on him. Belle gets up and huffs. You finally admit it! I turn dark red and tilt my head down, letting my hair and Ushanka hide my face a little bit. I hear father chuckle before kneeling in front of me. Russia, there's nothing wrong with having a crush. I stay silent anyway. This is so embarrassing. Crushing on the new kid, even though he's been here for like 3 days. I am so pathetic. What's wrong with me? I finally look up to see my siblings snickering. I roll my eyes and leave for my room quickly. Why was it so hard to admit that I like him? And why am I so embarrassed? Yeesh, having a crush is so confusing. I lay down on my bed and start wondering why I even like May. His eyes look like foggy pearls. They capture the light and make it look beautiful. His smile is very charming, and it manages to tell you that everything's good. His hair is very nice, too. The way it puffs up and fluffs up. Besides, he's sweet and thoughtful. And sweet. Okay, brain, I get it. I like a lot of things about him. I huff and sit up. I shouldn't be moping around on my bed. I don't know, go on a walk? Wait, I could go on a walk with Japan and ask her more about what this crush thing is. I quickly get dressed and grab my phone. Japan's POV. I put on an outfit and pull on my sneakers. So, Russia wants to go on a walk? Huh? Knowing him, he wants to know more about his crush. I chuckle at the thought of poor Russia trying to figure out his feelings. He can act so cold on the outside, but be so sweet and thoughtful on the inside. Soon I spot Russia on a bench, casually looking around for me. Russia, hey! He looks up at me and smiles. Hello, Japan. Sorry to bother you, but you know why I asked you to come here. I giggle and nod. Let's walk. America's POV. I can't move without feeling pain. Why does pain hurt? I knew I was stressed out, but not this much. Now I'm stressed out, feeling like I'm on a bed of needles. All the stress built up and is now taking me down pitifully. Stupid Karen had to worsen my stupid stress and my stupid immune system. Sadly, I'm not getting any better because I'm stressing out, which is making this even more agonizing. I sigh. I want Russia. I feel my eyes dampen. I want Japan. I want my friends. I feel myself slowly start crying. My legs are killing me, and my arms are too sore to move. I try hugging the Pikachu plush they got me, despite my arms' protests. Pathetic. I want my friends. Weak. They can help. Needy. I need Canada. Before I can argue with myself, I call out his nickname. Can! Chapter 14. A Friendly Visit. America's POV. Can. I cringe a little at how pitiful my voice sounds. I listen to Canada's steady footsteps as he comes into my room quickly. May? Oh, May. He quietly pats my head. I notice my tears are still finding their way down my face. Can you call my friends, or does that make me clingy? Maybe don't tell them to come over. Canada pats my head and gets up. I'm telling them to come over, like it or not. I try to roll over, but stop as the feeling of stabbing needles runs through my sore body. But Can, May, they're going to find out about your stupid stress overload one way or another. You get these often, and it makes you so sick and sore to the point where you're a log. Russia's POV. Japan and I walk onto the clear dirt path, observing the trees. Japan? How is it possible for me to have a crush on a May after a few days? She smiles up at me. It just happens. Some people get a crush almost immediately. Nothing you can do to control it. I nod. But why is having a crush so embarrassing? She chuckles and shrugs. Our minds just work like that. You fear rejection, so if someone unwelcomely learns about it, your brain is prepared for something bad. Before I can say anything more, our phones chime. Is that the group chat? Burger Boy. Hey, it's May's brother. Can you two come over? I grow a bit anxious and respond. We're on our way. I look up at Japan, who turns around, and we start heading towards May's house. As soon as we got there, we were greeted by a boy wearing a raccoon hat. Canada. I shake his hand as he lets us in. Hi, Canada. Oh, hey, Japan. Russia. You okay? Yeah, just worried about why you called us over. Well, a May has a tendency of overstressing, and when someone stresses or burns out too much, then their bodies act out against it. A May is pretty weak right now, but is fine otherwise. I stare at him. Why is he saying this like it's normal? Damn it, May, how often does this happen to you? We head upstairs to what I assume is May's room. Canada knocks on the doorframe. May, your friends are here. I hear a slight huff. Okay. Japan goes in first, with me following after her. May's lying down, face first onto a pillow, mumbling. He turns his head towards us and smiles sheepishly. Hey, guys. Oh, how you doing? I snort at his comment. You're the one who's bedridden, and you still ask that? Japan giggles and decides to help him sit up. How are you feeling, May? He grumbles slightly before answering. Sore. My body really wants to hate me right now. I sigh in relief. May, you made me and Japan think you were dying or something. Why are you so stressed anyway? Let's see. I'm blind, so I end up crashing everywhere. China's a jerk. School is hard work, and we met a Karen in real life. Life is hard? Yeah, I don't know why I'm so stressed. Japan chuckles. Okay, we get it. The rest of our time there was spent hanging out together. Chapter 15. Monday Blues. America's POV. Good news? Well, my body decided to stop torturing me for a moment. And bad news. Today's Monday. Yippee. Prison. School. Yeah, school. I groggily get out of bed and carefully walk along the tile floor since socks love making me slide. I change quickly and grab my sunglasses after bumping into the nightstand. I make my way out of my room and realize I forgot my shoes. I turn around and start running, but end up slipping, thanks to my socks. Despite that, I got my shoes and headed downstairs for breakfast. Morning, Mama. I sit down and feel the steam hit my face. Food must be in front of me. Morning, America. I reach for the salt and end up knocking it over. Morning, Dad. America, you know spilling the salt is bad luck. I attempted to pick up the container and end up spilling more salt. It's not bad luck, Dad. You're just superstitious. I turned my head towards Canada's voice and smiled. Yeah, Canada's right. It's not bad luck. Like every morning, I feel 2 pairs of arms hug me. Morning, Ozzy. Morning, Kiwi. Once I finish eating, I brush my teeth and grab my backpack. I'm bumping my head on something. Pretty sure I bumped it headfirst into Dad. Come on, America, I'll drive you to school. I get in the car and for some reason I feel odd. My mind keeps drifting to the spilled salt and my dad's bad luck talk. As soon as we reach my school, I get out of the car and head towards the entrance. May, over here! My head moves towards Japan's voice and I smile. I start walking towards her and suddenly a force pushes me forward. May! I sit on my knees and make sure my backpack is okay. Wait, my sunglasses! I hurriedly search the ground for them when I hear a snobby voice. Looking for this? I move towards China's voice and frown. China, give them back! I can feel someone pull me to my feet. China, give May his glasses back. Russia. My heart jumps weirdly when he told her to give them back. Ew, what is this feeling? It feels icky, but nice. And fluttery. Look, Russia, I don't get why you hang out with these two when you clearly deserve much better. Just look at them. The anime girl can't stop acting like a fool, and the clumsy no-good newbie who can't even defend himself. Okay, that is enough. I clench my fists. Listen here, China. You can make fun of me all you want. You can laugh at me, trip me, shove me, but you cannot talk nonsense about any of my friends. Are we clear? Or do I need to make it simpler? For your simple brain. I could feel the atmosphere drop into a nervous aura as China processed my venom-laced words. I turn around, grabbing Russia and Japan's hands, dragging them away. Stupid Fruit Lupin Monday. Japan's POV. I have never seen a May so angry before. He must have had a really rough morning if he was this mad about getting insulted. Hey, May, are you okay? He stopped dragging us and let go, his anger still radiating off of him. Even so, he grinned widely, and suddenly he looked just fine. Just dandy, sorry about all that. Russia squinted his eyes and snorted. Nonsense. You're good at hiding your anger, I'll give you that. But we want the truth. I nodded at Russia's statement until I realized May can't see. Oops. Chapter 16. A Prison Meant for Learning. America's POV. Wow, they really want me to spill the salt. Get it? On why I'm so agitated. Too bad I don't feel like talking about it. I let my smile fall slightly before answering awkwardly yet bluntly. It's kinda stupid. I'm just agitated. Let's head inside before we're late to the prison of knowledge. Before either of them could protest, I dragged Russia to first period. I may or may not have developed a crush on him, but whatever. It's not like he'd like some blind kid, but it's nice to dream either way. Russia's POV. I am so getting him to spill, or at least try to get him to tell us what's wrong. The problem is, Ame's really stubborn. Tell him to get off a chair and he'll glue himself to it until you back off. Another problem. Japan looked at Ame really weirdly. Japan's POV. I don't think I should push Ame, so I won't. I don't know about Russia, though. I have, however, learned some important information. I've noticed that Ame acts around Russia, and if my gaydar is point on, he has developed a crush on him. My gaydar better be right. But since when was it wrong? The RusAme fandom shall not die. Oi, fourth wall here. But Coco, you work as a fourth wall fixer-upper. Shut up! Anywho, I believe they just need a little push in the right direction. Push as in, shove them into each other and make them confess. But, the suspense. I need suspense with that love. Oh, I know. Popcorn. And tissues. Ah. Right, so what should I do? Shoving them won't make them confess. The two are stubborn, especially Ame. Maybe I can get Ame to confess to me, so I can give them both advice, so they think I don't know about them liking each other. Yes! Genius! I am so smart when it comes to love. Speaking of which, I should text South that I'm in school, or he'll accidentally send me music videos. You see, we go to different schools. We met at a music convention a few years back. I whip out my phone and send a quick text. Nico ni. Hey, I'm in school right now. Pepsi. Okay, but before you go, how's the Operation RusAme? Nico ni. It's going all as planned. Chapter 17. Plans in motion. Japan's POV. Once the bell rang indicating first period was over, I headed to the gym to set up my first step. I walked up to Russia and Ame, and as soon as I saw them, I smiled. Hey guys! Now I may seem dumb because of all my cute and girly stuff. I know I seem immature, and I am. But I'm still quite smart. I know for a fact Russia is going to ask Ame what's wrong, or already has. I waited for their usual responses, which were, hey and hello. I decided to confirm my suspicion. So, why are you acting a bit strange with each other? Ame tried to answer first, but was cut off by Russia. Not much, let's just get changed. He then took Ame by the wrist and led him to the lockers, like always. So I was right. I headed down a bit, going to the locker room for girls. Once I was there, I greeted my friends, Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia. I call them Philly, Mal, and Indo, for short. Yeah, well, they're also known as the Rice Gang, and we hang out when I'm not with my group, which doesn't have a name yet. Pretty sure the comments section can help with names, because I'm too lazy to make a name for the three of us. Wow, you're lucky I'm working on fixing the wall, Japan. Anywho, I need to discuss Operation RusAme with my shipping partners. I sat down next to Philly. Hello, Philly, Mal, and Indo. They all chirped out at the same time. Hey, Japan! I giggled and grabbed my gym clothes. So, how's Operation RusAme? Philly asked. Indo jumped in. Yeah, those two need to know that they're meant to be. Most people tell us to mind our own beeswax, but we're never wrong with who we ship. It's like we can sense soulmates or something. Well, the first step is down. Now we need to question how they look at each other. We need them to wonder, maybe does he like me? Or am I being stupid right now? Then we'll pull off the good old truth or dare kiss game. Mal thought for a moment. And if one of them gets teary for confessing, the other will comfort him. Japan, you're a... Wait, how will they confess? I smirk evilly and lean back. Simple. If one of them says dare, I say, I dare you to tell us who your crush is. If they pick truth, I ask who their crush is. If they pick kiss, kiss your crush. Mal jumps up, knocking Indo out of her seat by accident. Japan, you sneaky genius! Philly raised her hand. But Japan, how do we get them to play the game? Indo sat up. We make a sleepover, duh! I nod before fixing my hair into a ponytail and heading out into the gym. The Rice Gang following behind. America's POV. While Japan and the Rice Gang are chatting. I change quickly and shove my sunglasses into my hoodie, like always. Before I can leave, though, I feel someone shove me. I frown before heading towards the door, just to be shoved again by who I assume is the same person. I am super done with whoever this is. I head out the door anyway, Russia trying to catch up with me. May, wake up! I slow down until he's next to me. Sorry, Russ. His breathing slows down gradually before he speaks again. Russ? I nod. Yeah, why not? You call me a May. He just huffs and continues walking with me. So, why are you so upset today? Or is there just no reason and you feel agitated? I nod my head. Yeah, just in a bad mood. That man, sick of all the jerks. Chapter 18. Part 1 of a Risky Plan. Russia's POV. I snort at May's answer. Me too. Most people love to judge. I look up to see Japan and the self-proclaimed Rice Gang following behind. I nudge May. Japan's coming over with some friends of hers. They call themselves the Rice Gang. They're cool though. Their names are... Philly cuts me off. I'm Philly. This is Mal, the one who looks a lot like you, but as a girl, and with a sun, crescent, moon instead of stars. And the tallish one is Indo. May looks up at them with interest. Hi? Japan gleefully jumps up and down. Want to go to a sleepover at my house this Friday? Today's Monday, though. Why ask so early? Whatever, I'll go. May thinks before smiling. Sure, it'll be my first time. We all stare at him before Mal yelps. What? Okay, now it has to be amazing. Time skip to when America gets home. America's POV. I opened the front door before Dad could and bumped into someone. It wasn't Mom, since they were whiter, and it wasn't any of my brothers because they were as tall as Dad, which means I grinned and hugged the figure. Uncle Wales, I didn't know you were coming. He chuckled and bent down. I would say, look how much you've grown, but honestly, I can't tell. We both laughed at that. See, Uncle Wales is blind. Not like me, though. When he was a kid, his eyes got an infection that made his vision slowly tunnel out more until he was my age. Now, 15. His eyes became blunt and foggy, so he can only tell the difference between light and dark. He can't remember what anything looks like anymore, but I don't mind. I like hearing his stories, and now I have stories to tell too. I felt him pat my shoulder. May, have I told you about seeing a new dog today? I shook my head. Another one? Uncle, you already have two. Why another? I laughed. I love normal dogs, but normal dogs wouldn't know how to act with me. Seeing dogs do, though, so I take advantage of that. Suddenly, I remember earlier. Oh, Dad, can I go to a sleepover on Friday, please? I felt my hair getting ruffled. Sure, America. I felt Uncle pat my head. You have friends now, and you didn't tell me that first? I laughed. Sorry, I have 2 friends. 5 if the self-proclaimed Rice King like me too. But my friends are Japan, who's weird, but in a good way, and Russia, who can act cold, but is actually very caring. I heard him hum before replying. You sure did get some good friends. They better be loyal, too. But if they do anything to you, I am so going to attack them with walking sticks. Not that I have any, but maybe I can use a leash like Spain uses her belts. Oof. Let's hope they stay loyal, then. I'm sure you won't have to. Uncle, now, can we go greet your other nephews? Oh yeah, I got so caught up in your news that I forgot I was standing by the door to greet your brothers too. Whoops. I hear him walk away and smile, heading upstairs, bumping into a few things here and there. Excited, I quickly sent a message to the group chat saying I could go and sat down on my bed. Maybe today wasn't so bad after all. Chapter 19, Part 2 of a Risky Plan. America's POV. I am very happy to say that today is Friday, which means today is the day of the sleepover. I wonder what it'll be like. I wonder what games we'll play. And such. We're supposed to carpool with Japan to her house. I am beyond excited. But I also have discovered something this past week. I get a strange emotion around Russia. It feels scary, yet amazing. I like it and never want it to end. I have an urge to protect the feeling, as in not telling anyone about it. It's called a crush, from what I've heard, which means I like Russia. It's kind of scary, but fascinating at the same time. Soon the last bell rings, and me, Russia, and Japan wait for the Rice Gang members. While we wait, Japan declares she has important news. We have a group name now, the Three Corners. I raise a brow at that. Why the Three Corners? Russia hummed. Well, we are 3 different corners of the world. May is from the West, Russia's from Europe, and I am an Asian country. I heard 3 pairs of feet walking towards us. I assumed that would be Japan. Hi! Hey! We're here. Sorry for the wait. There they are. Now the real adventure begins. Russia's POV. May looks nervous, but also excited. Then again, he's never been to a sleepover before. Oh, that actually sounded really sad. Well, anywho, I got into Japan's car and placed our things in the back. May was grinning, Japan was giggling, and Mel was chatting with May. Phil was reading next to me, and Indo was being a crackhead. I grabbed my phone. May, what's your favorite song? He thought for a moment before responding. Eyes Blue. Indo chirped out of somewhere. Oh, put that on! As soon as the song started playing, May started singing very nicely. Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic. Indo came out of nowhere and started singing all weird. Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down. We all started cackling and wheezing, while J.E., Japan's mom, tried to hold in a laugh. Oh, I made a version, but with all the colors. I looked at May, surprised. Go ahead, May. He nodded before going. Eyes pink, so sweet and loving, reminding me of sweet scented blossoms. Eyes red, so strong and victorious, reminds me of a fighting spirit. We all smiled as he continued. Eyes orange, so strange yet comforting, remind me of orange sunsets. Eyes yellow, so caring and daring, reminds me of the nourishing sunlight. Eyes green, such natural beauties, reminding me of emerald gems. I sighed and closed my eyes. His singing was so sweet. Eyes blue, so inspiring and trusting, reminds me of the vast oceans. Eyes purple, so creative and magical, reminds me of beautiful lilacs. I opened my eyes and smiled softly, not caring if I was blushing or not, just letting the tune wash over me. Eyes brown, so warming and caring, yet you have at least one dark side. Eyes amber, so unique and precious, lovely orbs that catch my attention. Eyes black, so dark and mysterious, yet you can be so fair and pretty. Eyes gray, so plain yet enchanting, reminds me that there's beauty in everything. Eyes white, overlooked yet helpful, such pretty eyes are worth staring at. Eyes mixed up in colors, a rainbow in their orbs, unique combos worth imagining. Eyes of two different colors, gorgeous combinations worth looking for. Japan's POV. While the May sang, I noticed Rush's reaction to it. He seemed relaxed. Enchanted, maybe. Wow, he fell hard for a May over there. Oh, this plan shall work! Soon we arrive at my house and grab our stuff, heading into the den. We set up our sleeping space and things. I put down some board games, and the race gang put on some music. We girls smiled evilly and pretended we didn't when Russia looked over at us. I sit in the middle. Hey guys, let's play Truth, Dare, or Kiss. Mal, Indo, and Phil instantly sat down, forming the start of a circle. May thinks it over before sitting down. Russia, obviously, following behind. I grab a glass bottle. Okay, I'll start. I spin the bottle and it lands on Indo. I smile evilly. Truth, dare, or kiss? Indo. Truth. People say dare is tougher, but admitting the truth is what non-chickens do. I tap my chin before snapping my fingers. What's the most random thing you've ever done? We all leaned towards Indo as she sputtered. Once I filled the bathtub with Milo and dumped a bunch of rubber duckies in it, and then I told Phil it was chocolate water, so she thought someone did number 2 in the bathtub. We all burst out laughing at how ridiculous that was. Indo pouted. I was 8 years old, guys. Come on. I whipped my teary eyes and sighed. Okay, Indo, your turn. Indo spun the bottle, landing on Phil. Phil piped up. Dare! I dare you to drop milk on your shirt, and you can't change out of it until the end of the game. Phil pouted and went to the kitchen. She came back holding a red cup with milk in it and dumped it on her shirt and squealed. Cold, 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 cold. She started jumping around trying to soothe the cold liquid on her shirt. Okay, Phil, your turn. Phil spun the bottle, landing on Mal. Mal smiled broadly. Truth, give it to me. Phil smiled. What is the meanest thing you've done to someone? Mal looked at the ground and smiled sheepishly. Well, I was really mad at Madagascar and, I poured a whole cup of chocolate milk on his backpack and put some spicy chips into the mixture and shook it up while he wasn't looking. We were 6. We laughed at Mal for being so devious to poor Madagascar. I mean, it could have been worse, but still. Mal spun the bottle, landing on me. I squeaked in surprise. Dare. Call your boyfriend and tell him you want to break up. My mouth dropped as I pouted and grabbed my phone. He picked up quickly. Hey, Japan! Hey, South, I have some bad news, Amay twiddled with his hands, while Russia looked slightly pained. The Rice Gang was ready to burst out laughing. I heard a shuffle from his end. Oh, really? What's the problem? I'm breaking up with you. Sorry. Nope, Jeff, you are somehow high off a mushroom? I turned a little red. South, I don't like raw wild mushrooms. Mal, Indo, and Phil started wheezing while Russia and Amay looked relieved. A prank, I knew it! I pouted. Okay, fine. It was a dare. Sorry, Sal. It's okay. Bye. I spun the bottle and it landed on Russia. Yes! Truth, dare, or kiss? He thought for a moment. Truth. Who is your crush? He gulped nervously. Can I switch? I rolled my eyes and nod. I dare you to tell us who your crush is. Switch again, and it's you kissing your crush. He sighed before looking at Amay and saying, I have a crush on Amay, and I have been crushing on him for a while. Amay took off his sunglasses and waved them around. Wait, are y'all sure I wasn't the one in the weed mushroom? There's no way that my crush just confessed to me. I giggled, knowing this was Amay's way of accepting the confession. Russia beamed. Well, last time I checked, we're going to have pizza, and the school has never served anything with weed. Me and the girls squealed and jumped up, hopping around the two, ring around the rosy style, chanting, RusAme, RusAme, RusAme forever! Chapter 20. Sleepover Shenanigans. America's POV. I don't know why Russia likes me, of all people. I'm weak, pathetic, clingy, stupid. What in the name of Thor am I thinking? If Russia likes me, then I matter. Goodness, why can't the sad thoughts just leave me alone? Currently, I am sitting next to Russia. Well, more accurately, I'm leaning on him. While the other 5 watch a movie. It sounds mighty interesting, but I have no clue what's going on, because I wasn't paying attention. Blind people problems, am I right? A sudden thought hit me. Does this mean me and Russia are a thing now? Or is it undecided and whatever? I also have a question about the way Russia acts around other people. Is he really as cold and rude with people he doesn't know or like? I got lucky that he liked the way I talked to him and the fact that he likes how Japan isn't as ignorant as she seems. He also seems to like the Rice Gang. He's especially friendly to Phil. But then again, who isn't friendly to Phil? I'll tell you who. China and North. They are both major jerkwads. China is going to flip when she finds out Russia likes me, and I accepted. Ah, shoot. I signed my death wish, didn't I? I closed my eyes and, while still leaning on Russia, muttered, "Well, I lived a decent life." Bleh. I stuck my tongue out and went limp on Russia. I heard giggling, and small hands shook me. "Oh no, this trio has become a duo. May, I never told you this, but you are. Levi to Russia and I... Excuse you, Japan." I sat up. "Excuse you, I am 5'6", an inch taller than you." Now I can die. I flopped back onto Russia, who fake cried. "Oh no, what shall I do? I'll call an ambulance." I know exactly what joke he's doing. Obviously, I have to do it. "No, I'm broke. I only have $20, not enough for a doctor. Let me die." I dramatically leaned against the couch. I can hear Philippine sniffle. "Are you sure we can't give CPR?" I sit up. "Let me die." Indo pokes my shoulder. "Can't we just give him ice like the nurses?" I huff. "Let me die." I once again flop down. Mal stands up and clears her throat. "We are gathered here today to grieve for America. Bring the body, Russia." I feel my limp body get picked up and laid onto the carpeted floor. My arms get lifted slightly and put over my chest. Mal clears her throat again. "All mourners must sit in a circle around the expired mortal. Now, let's begin. R.I.P. United States of America. He was a son, a brother, and a lover. He was stubborn as a boulder." "Dang right I am," she continued. "And sometimes a little too honest. But he was amazing." I heard fake sniffles around me. Heaven has gained another angel. "I can fly now?" "And if we are not to bury the body, let us revive him." Wait, what? I heard everyone shuffling to stand up around me. A summoning circle. This is stupid. "Let us revive the fellow being. Together we shall rise. Let us pray." Japan jumped in her spot. "Ramen!" I gasped dramatically and sat up. "That is very nice. Oh wait, dang it, I'm alive." Russia hugged me while still fake crying. "You're alive!" I huff. "Let me die!" I said, but do they listen? No! Chapter 21. Throwback to School. America's POV. Over the past few weeks I've spent here, I have gained 4 friends, a boyfriend, learned how to be a little more confident, learned to let my sass out sometimes, and that the little voice is a liar. Speaking of liars, I am currently venting about a show Mama showed me. And then Lila had the audacity to lie to Marinette's parents, and they actually believed her over their daughter. Japan gasped loudly. What? Okay, I need to watch this show now. Russia just groaned. Are you two done talking about that French show yet? I gasp and shake my head while putting my hands over my chest. It is more than just a show, Russia. It has love, heroes, plot, tragedy, emotions, love, enemies, and so much more. Beauty, inspiration, character development, and magic as well. Okay, not just any show. Got it. I smile at him when a voice as bad as Lila's speaks from right in front of me. Russia, hi! I see you're still hanging out with these pests. I yawn and grab Japan's shoulder to hold her back. I mean, I would love to listen as Japan claps a screaming China, but this is school, not a forest. Can't really hide a body here. Russia growls. Don't talk like that about them. You are the worst pest I have ever encountered. No matter how many times anyone steps on you, you always return. China gasps. But Russia, I'm only trying to protect you. Russia grabs my hand, and me, wanting to be classy, 'cause I am, I say in a sassy voice, Sorry, he has a boyfriend. He is mine now, you plastic ironing board. I flip my hair and pull my shades down a little and lift a brow at her. China huffs angrily and stomps away. And I don't care if she left or not, but I started dying. We just reverse card and went on. China stays safe. Japan was also dying next to me, while Russia just quietly chuckled. This was hilarious. China's POV. Tears sting my eyes, but I refuse to let them fall in front of America. He stares at me from above his sunglasses while lifting a brow. I start stomping away when I hear laughter behind me. I turn back and watch as the three of them laugh. Even my Russia. And now he and America are dating? This has to be some sort of sick and twisted joke. Why can't Russia just see that America is a leech, a pest that needs to go away? I growl and I soon feel a single tear streak down my face. I walk into the restroom and glare at the mirror. I hate what I see in the mirror. A pathetic little girl with no potential. A crying girl because she can't even manage to get her crush to like her back. A pathetic little girl who lost to a new kid an inch taller than her. Huffing angrily, I erase any signs of crying and stomp to first period. Russia's POV. May is amazing. He can be sweet and sour, smart and dumb, dense and yet aware. He is everything and more. Japan won't stop bugging us about how we're dating now because of her and the Rice Gang. Since the sleepover, we actually all became friends. We even made a group chat labeled The Group Duo. Not the most creative, but we let Phil name it. I smile down at May. He's still talking about the same French show to Japan. Soon we tell Japan goodbye and walk to our first classroom for the day. Hopefully, China will leave us alone for good this time. Chapter 22. Not the evil plotting. America's POV. The three corners headed to our second period, gym. As we make our way over, I felt someone familiar shove past me. China, I'm guessing. I pay no mind to it and keep making my way to the locker room with Russ. Soon we're in the gym, waiting for Japan, Mal, Phil, and Indo. I'm glad I made 3 more friends. I can tell Rush and Japan are proud that I did. They don't say so, but I can feel the energy around them get lighter when I call the race gang my friends. I'm worried about what China might do, though. I don't like the way she stomped away and how she shoved me on the way to the gym. Well, I won't die. Not on Russ, Japan, Indo, and Phil's watch. You know, I'm realizing that I'm calling Russia Russ. Meh, tomato, tomato. I hear 4 sets of speedy footsteps head towards me and Russ. It must be the girls. Japan hugs me and squeals about something exciting she found. Something about a phone case? I smile and greet them. Hey girls, how art thou queens? Phil giggled. Wherefore does thee ask? I stand trying to figure out what she means by wherefore. Thee is not answering thou's question. I laughed nervously and bowed dramatically. Apologies, Queen Philippines. Thou was thinking of an answer for thy queen. I felt Russia tap my shoulder and turned in his direction. What are you two doing? I shrug. I was speaking fancy, but it turns out Queen Phil is extra fancy. Phil giggled. Russ huffed softly. Yes, Phil is very fancy. I chuckled. Are you fancy, Russ? He stays quiet for a bit. What did you call me? I grin. Russ, why? No reason. I hum. Uh-huh. The girls giggle and Japan shook my shoulders slightly. Oh my word, May. He's blushing. Here, look, you can tell. She rubs my hands and I feel them land on Russ's face. Russ, you're super warm. I felt him get warmer. Thanks, May. Japan lets go of my hands as the PE teacher blew her whistle. Listen up, today you're playing basketball, so go grab a ball. Nothing could possibly ruin this moment. Chapter 23. Jinxes, Walls, and China. Russia's POV. I grabbed 2 basketballs and handed one to May, who started practicing dribbling. I understand why. If he tried to shoot baskets, we'd all be whacked with rubber meteors. Japan is also practicing dribbling with Phil, since they're kind of too short for the hoops. Mal is a bit too short, but still trying. Indo is a decent height and starts shooting hoops. Smiling, I join the 2 girls and start shooting hoops too. May should be fine, right? America's POV. I think my dribbling is fine, but I'm very bored. Anyone would be. All I'm doing is bouncing it over and over again, switching hands time to time. May, watch out! I turned to face Mal when I felt a basketball hit my back hard. I did my best to not fall over and rubbed my back awkwardly. China, why would you do that? I could hear Russ yelling at her while running over to me. Okay, so maybe I jinxed it when I thought China would back down, and I was very clearly wrong. Are you all right, Amay? Mal asked, racing over with Indo. I smile awkwardly. Yeah, I guess. It's gonna leave a bruise, but my back isn't broken. I had gone back to dribbling when someone walked by me and shoved me, making me stumble a little. Oops. Wait a second, I recognize that voice. China. Who's Lila? I try to hold back a laugh. Some character on a TV show. Anyhow, what's your problem? I might have struck a nerve because she immediately started yelling at me. My problem is that you have manipulated my Russia into dating scum. You disgust me in every way. She shoved my chest. Do you even know how long I've known Russia? She shoved me again. I could hear my friends yelling at her. No, let her talk. If she's angry, let her let it out. I felt another weak push. You stole what made me happy. You stole the one guy I loved in a matter of days, while I've tried for years. You selfish, greedy bastard. She shoved me harder than before, making me stumble. I took a deep breath before I started speaking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry he doesn't like you back. I'm sorry he's not interested in girls. I am so very sorry for minding my own business and taking all the hits you send my way. And I'm so very sorry for letting you take your anger out on me for this long. I start walking towards Russ, only to get tackled down by China. She starts throwing hands, so obviously my sass kicked in. Despite being blind, I pulled her loose hair and kneed her. Just because my eyes don't work doesn't mean my fists are useless. I managed to shove her off, stand up, and fix my shirt while muttering. Darn it, China. Holy fridge, Frack. What is wrong with you? May, are you okay? Nothing too injured? I huff. No, Russ. However, she did catch me very off guard. China's POV. I hate America so much. It's like his voice is on repeat in my head. I stomped off to the locker room, despite the teacher's protest. Sliding down the wall, I recall all my experiences with Russia. I was so sure I could dissolve his cold exterior. And then that stupid new kid showed up and managed to do it in a few hours. Then he became friends with Japan, Phil, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Is he trying to show me up? He wants me to fail. He wants to watch me squirm while he laughs with Russia. He has my Russia. He's not dating America. He can't be. I know everything about Russia. Does America even know his favorite color? His favorite food? Anything about him? I know he lives with his father, and he's the oldest sibling. I know his favorite food is blini. I know many more things about him than America. He is meant to be mine. Russia will be mine. He has to be mine. Mine only. No one else's. He needs to be with me. He must be mine. He will be mine. Chapter 24. Stopping a Stalker. America's POV. Russ has been stiff lately. We suspect China is starting to stalk him. Russ, have you checked your room? He squeezes my hand and sighs. Yes, May. I found a camera under my bed. I know we suspect China, but we don't have any proof. I heard skipping and knew it was Japan. I whispered to Russ. Maybe Japan can help. She's very good at spying. Okay. Japan hugs us both. Hi! Howdy. Hello. I tap her arm and whisper, Japan, someone's stalking Russ. We suspect China, but we have no proof at all. Japan understands. I'll need to figure it out, huh? I nod and the bell rings. I walk with Russia the first period and sit down. If China is the culprit, what will we do then? Talking won't help. She's probably gone mad. We'll probably end up telling the police if it gets out of hand. I hope it doesn't come to that. She can do so many good things if it weren't for this. Japan's POV. I share my first period with China, so spying should be easy. I follow behind China while blending into the crowd of students. China turned toward an empty corner and pulled out her phone. I stood nearby, out of her line of sight, and flicked an ear toward her. I don't care. Do you have it? No, I am not obsessed. Shut up, North. Keep talking like that to me, and the deal's off. Your brother's gone. Whatever. She tapped on her phone aggressively, and I inched away, heading into class. I know for a fact that that bully just dragged my boyfriend into this whole mess. I wish South went to this school, but he had a great opportunity, and I told him to take it. I'm glad he did, but I miss him. North didn't care and stayed. He and South live in the same house anyway. I smile softly. I could go to his house later today. China stomps out of the hallway and smirks at her phone. She heads into the classroom and sits 3 seats away from me, like every day. My right ear flicked toward her stays that way. Her phone shook slightly with a message. China sneaks a peek at it and smiles mischievously. I have to get my hands on that phone. Russia's POV. The camera I found in my room had me shaken a bit. How else am I supposed to react to this? China's most likely trying to get some sort of blackmail to make May hate me or something. Funny enough, though, May wouldn't care. Most likely she'll be trying to find dirt on him instead, so once she figures that out. I shake my head. China's not that predictable. She's going to be up to something else. The question is, what? Chapter 25. Annoyances. America's POV. I hate you, Russia. I never want to see your face again. Russia slammed his hands onto the table and snarled, Well, I hate you too! Ever since we've met, I've hated you! Japan frantically yelled, Guys, you're friends! I huffed, You're one to talk, Japan! Phil sniffled, Guys, please stop fighting. Nal was arguing with Indo. You guys are the worst friends ever. I'm leaving the Rice Gang, then. I slammed my hands down. The Three Corners are now a duo, 'cause I'm leaving. Phil groaned. Guys, this is why we can never play Uno. I sit down and groan. Well, someone didn't put down the +4 card. We wouldn't be in this mess. Russia grumbled. You're not even playing the same game, May. So I have to listen to you wreck poor Phil. No one does such horrid things to Phil. May, I'm fine. It's part of the game. I grumble. We were supposed to talk about the whole China situation, but after Japan told us what she knew, we got distracted when we saw Russ had Uno. And yes, we are at Russ's house. No, I was not playing the game. And in another turn of events, the race gang know about my non-existent eyesight now. I heard a sigh and a lot of card shuffling until Russ spoke up. What do you think China's going to do? I grumble. I think she's trying to blackmail one of us either to break up or she'll try kidnapping me. Mal huffed. I feel kinda bad for North. Sure, he can be a jerk, but he still cares about his brother. A few ideas went around, but I spaced out. I was thinking about how China would manage to take me. She doesn't have anywhere to leave me anyway. Not to mention, this isn't Hollywood. I know how to get out of this stuff. I tuned back in right after Russ spoke. What if she's threatening me by using a May? I shrug. She ain't coming after me that easily. Japan has been oddly quiet, along with Indo. Indo cleared her throat before speaking out loud. Maybe the blackmail isn't entirely to make you two break up. Maybe it's also to get people to go against May. I think for a few moments and shrug. Maybe, but I wouldn't care. Japan sighs. But Russ will. Now this just got a lot more complicated than before. Chapter 26. Not good. Russia's POV. I walk into school only to be greeted by China. Russia, I hate to tell you this, and you won't believe me because you hate me, but Amay's cheating on you. I raise a brow at her. Really? Yes, he's with this girl. I snort. He's gay, China. She sputters before stomping away. Amay walks over and I tap his shoulder. Amay! Hey, Russ! Japan runs in, looking really frantic. Japan, what? China knows something about Amay. She knows about his old school. Amay, she'll find out. He paled for a moment. She'll find out about my old life and the secret. I grumble. Annoying would be an understatement. China's just plain rude. Amay is nervously fiddling with his hair. I grab his hand. Amay, hey, don't worry. Plenty of people like you. Germany likes talking about space with you. Poland likes to chat with you when she feels alone. Many people are happy you're here. You've made quite a few friends over the weeks you've been here. Amay nods. Okay, yeah, you're right. America's POV. Russ is right. Even if my secret gets out, it's not like everyone here will come at me. I relax once I realize this isn't like my old school. It could be worse. I don't think so. Now shush, you rude voice. I smile and walk with my two best friends as they joke around. China's POV. I growled at Russia's response. I walk towards North Korea's spot. Sure enough, I find him leaning against the wall on his phone. I lean next to him and snicker. Got anything new for me? He rolled his eyes and huffed, pressing his phone a few times. A small ring came from my phone. I looked at what he sent me, skimming it over. Okay, but is this all? North growls lowly, and another notification pops up. You have what you want. Now leave me and my brother alone. I laugh harshly. Do I, though? And besides, for someone who disagrees so much with his brother, I never knew you could care so much about him. I stare at his eye patch and smirk. And what happened there? He frowns. None of your business. Aw, did someone do that to you? He glares before looking back down on his phone. Accident when I was a kid. Hurt myself. Now shut up and go away. Satisfied, I walk away and glance down at the new information I received today. Skimming it over, a certain piece of information draws my attention. I think it's absolutely perfect. Watch out, America. I'm just getting started. Chapter 27. Spoiled Tea Spilled. America's POV. I put on a red shirt and black jeans and what I think are red Converse. I head downstairs, bumping into a few walls on the way. Good morning, America. Good morning, Mama. Where is Dad? I feel someone pat my head. Morning, America. I smile and feel 2 pairs of arms wrap around my torso. Morning, Dad, Ozzy, and Kiwi. I hear footsteps heading in. Aloha, Can-Can. Bonjour, Ame. We ate breakfast, then brushed our teeth quickly. Ame, come on. Mama's driving today. Coming. I grabbed my bag and rushed downstairs. I decided to leave my hoodie since the weather's warmed up a bit. I got in the car and buckled in after a few seconds of struggling. I arrived at school and was surprised when Russia grabbed my shades and plopped something on my head. Japan's POV. Ame headed inside, and before I could greet him, Russia took his sunglasses and put his ushanka on his head. Ame seemed startled and started chattering in excitement. The ushanka! I forgot how soft it is! Russ nodded, and I could see him clutching his heart. I giggled quietly, and then I noticed blood dripping out of his mouth. Oh, Russia, are you okay? Ame got startled. What's wrong with Russ? Russia glared even harder and shook his head. I blink. Oh, nothing. He's dandy. Ame frowned and turned toward Russia, who was wiping away the blood. Then how come he isn't saying anything? He's in shock. You're too cute for him to handle, Ame. I heard footsteps and looked up. Russia was glaring daggers at someone. I turned around and frowned. China. Ame somehow guessed what was going on and frowned in China's direction. She smirked. Well, 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 you think you know your own friends, huh? Come on, Ame. You and I know there's a lot to uncover. Is she talking about him being blind? I heard you got in quite a few fights at your old school. What were their names? Ame's eyes widened slightly, but his frown stayed in place. China circled us, and Ame managed to track her movements. What do you want, China? 'Cause whatever this is, it ain't gonna work. Students stopped in the middle of the hallway, chattering in curiosity. Russia's POV. I glared deeply at China while putting a hand on Amay's shoulder. A few of our friends quickly stood with Amay. Germany stood next to me. RusAme, what is going on? He's my best friend aside from Amay and Japan. China's up to something, and it isn't good. I could see my brothers Yuki and Cal in the back next to Amay's brother Canada. Canada marched toward China, frowning. Leave my brother alone, China! Yuki was close behind him, glaring. Leave mine alone too, you crazy stalker. That's right, we found those stupid cameras you hid around our house. We got new locks because of you. Students whispered and some gasped in surprise, while China blubbered. You can't prove it was me. Cal lifted a brow. China, we know you stole the keys from me. I smirked. Well, look here. A stalker trying to convince people who were just defending themselves are in trouble. What are we, teachers? A few from the crowd snickered at that, while China fumed. Yeah, well, I know America is blind. America's POV. My heart stopped. I'm what now? China sneered. That's right, you're blind. I lifted a brow at her. And you're Mary Poppins. Kids kept laughing loudly at her while I pretended to look at my nails. He's blind. It says so on his school file. I huff. So, you looked at the school files. Girl, you can't even fix a glitch in your own phone. I felt like curling in. And I know you threatened North into giving you those files. Newsflash, you can't hurt his brother. What school does he go to? China wasted no time. Belmore! She's right, but I'm not letting her know. I smirk. Wrong. She sputtered in confusion. What? I walk away with my friends. Russ and I's siblings going to their classes. China is left behind to be ridiculed. Chapter 28. Summer Ahoy. America's POV. School's nearing its end. I've lost track of how many weeks I've spent here. It's unbelievable. All that I've accomplished, I mean. I have friends now, and an amazing boyfriend. I managed to get through the first few months here. Russ got to meet my family. Luckily, Dad liked him and didn't try to steal his kneecaps. Mama loved him, of course. And my siblings? They low-key threatened him, but it's all good. Today's Saturday, and I'm meeting his family. China actually got over her obsession with Russ and ended up dating North Korea. We even became friends after she apologized. I did eventually tell her I was blind, but she never told anyone else. China's actually pretty fun, and I'm glad we became good friends. South and Japan are still going strong. Germany and Poland finally started dating, after weeks of obvious flirting. The Rice Gang is still an amazing trio and continues to be amazing. China started hanging out with North, Germany, and Poland. They don't have an official name yet, but we have a group chat with all three groups. I get ready and ask Mama multiple times if she's super sure I look nice. Amay, I swear on all of my love for you that you look splendid. I nod reluctantly and shuffle my feet. You see, today's a special day. Today I'm meeting Russ's family. I'm pretty nervous. I really want this to go well. Here you go, May. I smile while feeling the box in my hands. Thank you, Mama. I'm super excited for him to see what I got him. You see, today I plan on giving him a surprise since I wasn't here for his birthday. I get into the car and feel the rush of excitement flow throughout my body. I hope he likes it. I feel the warm sunlight on my face and smile, thinking of all the memories I've made from the first time meeting Russ and Japan to developing a crush on Russ, down to the moment Japan labeled us as the Three Corners. I remember our little adventures and predicaments. The car's movements remind me of the time we went to the mall. They ran about dragging me behind. I smile fondly at the memories I've made with my friends. The car stops. Here you go, America. I climb out. See you later, Mama. She drives away as soon as I reach the door. I knock and the door opens almost right away. May! I grin and hug Russ. May, where are your sunglasses? I chuckle. I decided not to wear them. I hear steady footsteps come forward. Hello, America. It is a pleasure to meet you. I sheepishly smile. Sir, I'm sorry, but I'm actually blind. Soviet chuckles. I only have one eye, so don't worry about it. Oh, well, I had no idea. Could be the fact that I can't see, but who knows? Russ must have noticed the box in my hands. May, is that a gift? I grin. For you! I realized I missed your birthday, so here you go. I hear different footsteps head down. I know right away they're Russ's siblings. Hi! Hello! Welcome, I guess. Hi, Russ's boyfriend. I chuckle at the greeting and wave. Howdy, I'm America. I'm actually blind, so sorry in advance if I crash into something. Someone snorted at that. I'm Belle, and it's okay. Father crashes into things when he doesn't look with his good eye. An eruption of giggles breaks out, and I can't help but laugh with them. I turn back to Russ and smile widely. Open the gift! I hear ruffling and a small gasp. A blue hoodie? I nod. A hoodie like mine, but blue, since you said it was your favorite color. Russ hugged me. I love it, thanks. The rest of the evening went by smoothly, and next thing I know, I'm back at home, getting ready for bed. Night, Canada. Night, hey, May? I hum in response. Do you ever regret moving? Because I don't. I'm just curious. I close my eyes and think about all the amazing things I have now and shake my head. I don't regret one thing. I turn towards his voice. Say, how's Yuki? He sputters a bit. Fine. I chuckle and go quiet. Can, do you regret anything? Not at all. I hear the door close and can't help but wonder what tomorrow will bring. Wow, I almost can't believe it. That's the end of this beautiful series. I know I didn't tell you why I chose this as the first one, so I'll tell you now. I chose this one because of its representation of blindness. As someone who is on that little spectrum, I am unable to see anything far away from me, and, that's not fun. But I really, really liked how there are multiple different ways and how it's described in the beginning of the story. But I hope you guys will join me as we go forward. Leave me some suggestions in the comments or on the Discord. I hope you have enjoyed this binge compilation. If you're curious, I will be doing binges for any other complete stories I choose to do. Like if I tackle a complete story like this one. And if you guys really liked this series, then I will go and see if I can do Silent Love by Not So Sugar. If you have other suggestions, please tell me.